So what kind of regulation do you expect? Because we have MiCA in Europe, we have some regulations in the US, and are you talking about the DeFi regulation or like technical decentralization regulation? So what do you expect?
Okay. No, I have one. It's just
okay.
We have two. That's a question from, I think, like $100-200 billion question, because like most of people say we are in a crime season, which I agree. And so back in 18, I wrote like what regulation should be. I wrote an article about this, like back in the Times, that for example, like regulation, they should go based on how much ownership someone have, both in terms of a network and both in terms of an application. So for example, if you are a validator and you as a validator can roll back the chain or can do something, so what's the difference in terms of responsibility between you and Facebook? So why Facebook, we can blame, regulatory speaking, Facebook to have pedo stuff, and we cannot blame you that you have the power to roll back the chain or to do something, so to stop a scam, to making a scam happen. Same for application layer. So if you have an upgradable application, and so this means that with the upgradability of it, you can actually like manipulate user money, so you are a broker in finance. And so this is, for example, my personal bet on how the space will go into this regulation, and this will change everything, mostly. But we don't know, like probably, it's a bet, literally. What's yours?
Well, I don't have an answer on that. But I mean, we have some certain regulations in MiCA, for example, for
payment stablecoins.
Yeah, stable coins and different categories there. About that, like your view on the regulating the nodes, basically. Like, how do you see the current L2s, how they are decentralized at all? Like, we are all here probably Ethereum maxis, or kind of, and I mean, we can speak about this responsibility of validators when the system is truly decentralized, like Ethereum or I don't know, Gnosis a little bit, but not every L2 and like not every L1.
That's a huge problem, actually. Yeah. Like for example, when back in 2020, 2021, I read about so I'm one of the people that are not like super happy about this, the layer 2 based roadmap, actually, personally speaking, because this problem that like for now there is few incentives to actually like be decentralized enough as a layer 2, and which is true, because for example, like tomorrow the United States of America, they can go to Optimism and say, oh, you need to do this update. And this will happen at some point. Like I strongly believe that we will achieve a moment where regulators will do something like this, and so the arriving to stage 2 to stage 3, it's kind of like very, very important. That's why, like for example, Vitalik is starting to push this so much, and also like for example, I'm a huge fan of the idea of based rollups, because like one of my but regarding of regulation, there's a lot of stuff that I'm like actually imply on layer 2s, like to not be like the best design ever, and but it's kind of like about time. But yes, this thing is very, very possible to happen, and it probably will happen at some point. That will bring like, probably it will be the stuff that finally will push like teams to say, oh, we should achieve very fast stage 2. So